Hello, welcome to Gatekeeping, where we take a deep dive into a pop culture phenomenon and decide if we let it through our gate. Wow, today
We've got our hats on.
my hat is secured on my head.
Secure your hat, sis. The cat is coming.
And we are joined by an amazing guest, star of Beetlejuice Australia.
A scholar in this area,
Exactly.
I'm assuming.
Known across the stage and screen. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Karis Oka to Gatekeeping.
Thank you so much.
It's so great to have you here.
Oh my God, it's actually a little bit crazy to be here. I think I've told you, but I haven't told you that my history with this pod.
No, you haven't.
I do listen in the way of like just a normal listener, but if I'm feeling hungover or sick, it needs to be on, not necessarily to listen to, just to have you guys there. And
That's so sweet.
There was this one time I was quite ill, like a year or two ago, like it wasn't COVID, but it was bad, and you guys were there the whole time.
Oh my
I just literally
God.
like played so many episodes in a row, and I'd wake up and you were like talking about Toni Collette, and I was like,
You're like having night sweats.
yeah. And I went through, I was like, damn, it says I've got like so many episodes played, and I couldn't remember so many of them.
You said, nurse, put on the gatekeeping, please.
Please hook me up.
So you agree that it's medicine.
Yeah. It definitely does something.
For better or for worse,
It
who's to
healed
say?
you. It healed you is what I'm hearing.
It did. It got me through dark times.
Wow, that is the first time I've heard that. And so that's great to hear. Usually it's more of a negative, like, you ruined my life. Like,
Hey, listen.
yeah. Like,
Yeah.
No, I needed you, my angels.
We can heal
Wow.
the nation together.
Yeah.
And so I asked how you two knew each other. And you said, well, you say.
I will say. So I have a private account still at this really young
At our
age.
big age.
Yeah, a big age.
And let everyone know the at.
No. And I thought I was following a different friend. Well, actually, we weren't friends at the time at all. I just thought I was following someone else, and it was you. And
You requested-
You accepted.
Yeah,
You accepted a complete stranger on the internet on your private account into your deep inner sanctum.
Well, there was a mutual friend, so it wasn't I was just kind of like, this is a bit rogue, but they seem cool, so they can come on. I feel like Karis can hang, and you can, so I let you on.
What era of your private was this?
This was. Am I allowed to say what the username was?
Is it the same one that it is now?
Oh, maybe. Yeah, actually,
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
I won't say it.
It would have been like post-COVID?
Oh, okay.
Dark times.
Yeah, dark times.
Yeah.
But yeah, I thought you were my beautiful friend, Marina Pryor's daughter.
And in many ways, I am Marina Pryor's daughter.
Yeah.
In many ways, but except
Spiritually, you're
for...
that.
Who is that?
You don't know Marina Pryor?
Is she famous?
She's a musical theatre lady.
Okay.
Yeah.
She's at
Australian?
Carols every year. Yeah.
Yeah.
By candlelight?
No, in the domain.
Because I go to a few.
Right, of course, I'm so sorry.
Yeah. No, she's always like singing like songs about God. No, that's Sylvie.
That's Sylvie.
Sylvie.
I was thinking, you're thinking of Tammy Faye.
Yes.
Have you guys been to Karis by Candlelight?
No. But
I think I just said Karis by Candlelight. Wait a minute.
that would
Wait.
write that down.
Branding.
Copyright. I try to like phase them out by doing Karis by candlelight. I'm also a bit of a Grinch, which feels kind of adjacent to this.
Yes.
Actually.
But I think it's. Oh no! This is gonna sound like really egotistical, but I do sense that one day I will do carols.
Oh, yeah. Dead,
Like,
dead Mum at Carol's.
Yeah.
Hello.
A cheery little number. I have always felt it like the Grim Reaper behind me, but like Big Santa.
Yep.
Big Santa.
I will be there.
We'll do that in the
Thank you.
front
Cheering you
row.
on.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Me
Thank
and
you.
James are going to do a live podcast at Karis by Candlelight. Yes.
You as the host on Carols by Candlelight.
Wait. Yes.
Have you seen the video of Troye Sivan singing Somewhere Over the Rainbow? I'm sort of assuming it was at Carol's.
Oh, is this
And
someone
he's
that's like a
He's like
child?
5.
Oh, that's sweet.
You've got to see the video.
Okay.
I mean, he makes some insane choices. Not to criticize a young child, But it's like, you know, that thing that some singers do where it's like, it's not even close to the melody, like, because they're just kind of.
Let's all make fun of the girl who put herself out there.
It's definitely a risk, a huge creative choice, but it did piss me off a little. But, you know, it was giving voice of an angel. Like,
Aww.
yeah.
And he does have the voice of an angel.
He does.
Our Troy.
Yes, he does.
He's our little Christmas angel.
Yeah.
Well, anyway.
So you gave us the topic of the Cat in the Hat. Tell us about the Cat in the Hat.
Great choice.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Have we all read the novel that the book is based?
Read the
film
source material.
I haven't. I've read Green Eggs and Ham.
Wow.
Okay.
As someone whose name is Sam.
Sam, I am.
Yes.
Oh, that would be huge for you.
Yes.
Yeah.
As a kid, you know, everyone would be like, Green Eggs and Ham. And I'd be like,
You're like, I think I know. Sam,
yeah.
I am. I think I know.
Yeah.
No, I have so many thoughts on it. Just watching it as a kid, you're kind of like overwhelmed with just the wackiness. And you're like, wow, this movie's crazy. This is also a movie my mum, shout out, has just such beef with. Like, you know when your parents have beef with a movie or a
Yeah.
TV show?
Yeah.
Lots of parents have TV show beef with The Simpsons.
yes, I wasn't allowed to watch it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My mum had beef with Hannah Montana and Cat in the Hat.
Wait.
Okay, what happened with
there's a
Hannah?
connecting-
I actually genuinely don't know. I actually really have bookmarked to bring up with her now as an adult because I'm like, what was that about? But the Cat in the Hat, I think she just found it very genuinely disturbing.
Yep.
And I think she
yeah.
saw it as just like, as I see it now as an adult, a grown man in this outfit, in this suit.
Perverted.
Yeah.
Yep.
Being really disturbed.
Vulgar.
She rightly saw it as a perverted.
She actually
text.
saw it for the truth. Meanwhile, her kids were going, whoa, like, I love this. Miss Kwan's so funny. And my mum was like, oh, God, I can't watch that.
What's happened?
Yeah.
That's funny. You said I also have sort of mom-related stuff with the Cat in the Hat. In that, I remember we were at my siblings' netball game, and I said to my mom, "Can we go and see the Cat in the Hat in cinemas today?"
Instead of the netball game, or
Like, I need to be somewhere else.
need to be consuming culture.
Yeah, I said, "Can we go right now?" And she said, "You know what? I've actually okay. So remember back in the day, I don't know if you had this, where like because torrenting wasn't a thing.
Yeah.
But you know, there's like a guy in the
DVD guy.
neighborhood who
Yeah.
has the DVDs, and she was like, well, you know, I was going to surprise you, but I've actually got the DVD of the Cat in the Hat.
She opens her jacket. She's like, I actually have it for you.
It was under her hat. She was wearing the hat. And she said, you know, so we can go to the cinema or you can watch it at home. She gave me the choice.
Whoa.
I said, I'll just watch it at home.
Wow.
I was
Yeah.
already fucking lazy. And I'm sure we watched it together and it was great. And you know, I was wearing that DVD out. The
I thought you were
camera.
gonna say I was wearing a hat.
Yes, you know I was wearing the hat.
You know I was
Yeah.
wearing that hat.
I was wearing Cat in the Hat cam rip out.
Not the camera.
So cute.
Yeah, did you guys have a DVD guy? Ours was Jordan.
It was some.
Yeah.
Actually,
He gets arrested.
I was actually behind the big DVD arresting rink of 2004. Yeah.
The ring.
I had this gal that she was like in year 6 when I was in year 5, and she had a USB.
Nice.
And
Love
she
that.
gave me New Moon to put on my iPod. And I remember being
Now
like,
that-
fuck. And she came up to me and she was like, I heard you like Twilight. And I was like, fuck, I'm going to get bullied. And she was like, meet me on like the basketball courts. I've got New Moon on my USB. I can give it to you. And I was like, fuck, I'm in. It was so blurry and I watched it like every night for 2 years.
Oh,
That's so cool.
Yeah.
New Moon, arguably the best one.
Yeah. And also I'm like, God, not me watching New Moon on repeat. Like, it's a possibility. Me being like, I love this. At like the age of 11.
I get why you two are friends now. Yeah. In like year 7, I was actually the kid with the hard drive.
Whoa.
And then I
Wow.
would give out to my friends and say, watch this.
That's good.
You were like, watch Mad Men.
yeah, well, yeah, literally. And Lost, I had like the Lost. I was just trying to
Damn.
distribute that to the kids. We had a little Lost club going. I got like 3 or 4 kids into Lost.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I was watching Gossip Girl in year 7, obviously.
Faggot.
Yeah. Yeah.
Did you see that guy doing the Blake Lively live stream? Like he dressed
Oh,
up as
on
him for
TikTok?
12 hours.
Oh, no, I did hear it.
It's so funny.
So
is-
sweet.
He's like, delete it. Did you see that clip? It's like, you just took a photo of me. Delete it.
Oh,
I've never heard her speak. I don't know what she sounds like. Does she
bit
sound like
like
that?
that.
Yeah,
Okay.
she's got like a weird.
I was like, she She was kind of just here with us.
Blake was in the room with us.
Yeah.
Gotta go.
Oh my God, sorry. The thing I did want to say about Cat in the Hat, though, I'm really desperately intrigued as to what the behind the scenes was like.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I want to know everything about what it was like to shoot
Yep.
this piece of work.
Because we know that Sean Hayes had a dual role.
Which I didn't know until I read the credits. I was gagged.
The Paris Hilton cameo?
Oh my God. Wait, do you guys know about, this is sort of related, but the Roger Ebert Fat Bastard thing?
Oh, yeah.
No. What is
So,
this?
do you know Roger Ebert?
I don't
famous. He was a very famous film critic. Very, very famous. And when he saw Austin Powers 2, which is The Spy Who Shagged Me, he didn't realize. Have you seen Austin Powers?
I've seen the first one.
Oh, so you haven't seen Fat Bastard.
I'm so sorry.
Okay. Well, in
To
this
come clean, I haven't seen Fat Bastard.
you'd know that Mike Myers plays
Yes.
Dr. Evil and
Yes.
Austin. He's a few roles.
Yes.
And in the second one, he plays a wonderful character whose name is Fat Bastard, and he's a very large man. Scottish man, and it's obviously Mike Myers. And Roger Ebert wrote in his review, he was like, and stick around for the credits for a surprise. Who's playing Fat Bastard? He genuinely had no idea it was Mike Myers until the credits.
That's so sweet.
And that was James with the fish.
Literally. I was like,
The Sean Hayes fish.
Yeah.
literally, it gagged
Sean
me.
Hayes was fish in this.
He was fish.
He was giving fish.
Literally. Yeah. I mean,
I mean, when you have Alec Baldwin and Mike Myers as the cat
yeah.
in the hat on set, sparks are going to fly.
How do you even get out there and go, all right, I've got to try serve it today? And like, I also wonder like how much, I genuinely want to know how much was like pure improv. Like some of the most
Yeah.
iconic parts, or like even the you're fired guy.
Yeah.
Was
Sean
that
Hayes,
written?
yeah.
Was that written or was that improv? And they were like, that's good. Just keep
good.
doing that
Yeah.
every single time you're on. Because I'm like, this, like, I watched it and I was just like, if you came up with that, you'd be pretty chuffed. You'd be like, oh, this is exactly the tone of the film.
Yep.
exactly.
I feel like Mike Myers, the performance is like so Mike Myers. It's a lot of like,
Yeah. It's
that's
very
his
that.
classic.
Just
Like,
having a good time.
yeah.
Yeah.
But he apparently did not have a good time.
I was just going to
He
say,
was-
I wondered if there was days where he was like, I fucking hate myself and I hate this job and I want to blow up the whole building.
Well, apparently he was awful to work with. Everyone hated him. He like would not talk to anyone. There was, hold on, I've got, according to the cast and crew, working with Mike Myers was a horrible, nightmarish experience. Actors would be waiting for hours for him to come out of makeup. He only spoke to his handlers and the director.
Cat handlers.
God.
He
It'd be so scary. Like, imagine just standing there like that and then he's pissed off at you.
Yeah, more like Puss in Boots, am I right?
literally, he put like shit all up on his trailer so no one could see in, so it looked like a tent. And he also had a male assistant whose only job was to feed him chocolate from a Tupperware container.
Them specifying that it's male assistant.
Hold on.
Yeah.
That's honestly, like, I think that's all fine. I think the
when
mental...
you're serving what you served in this, I actually think it's okay.
Yeah.
When you're that puss, like...
Puss in Hat.
Yeah. I think like the mental toll of playing the cat in the hat would have been so great that I would have just been like, whatever Mike needs.
Well, I actually had like a bit of a dark thought about him. You know the part where like he brings out his lawyers and like
Yes.
he has his legal team
a
and they
great
like
scene.
make the kids sign so that he doesn't have liability.
Yeah.
I was like thinking about actually like the technicalities of like what this insinuates. And I was like, is he like signing away? Hang on, I wrote it down. Like I can't misphrase this.
The legal
It was-
implications of cat
The
in
legal
the hat.
implications. It says maybe the cat is so scared of liability, example, making them sign contracts, because he knows that if he were to go to jail, people would become aware of his existence as a cat-man hybrid and take him into a lab and test him, and he would be the modern-day elephant man.
Whoa.
Because he is the only human-animal combo. Like, beside the fish is like not the same.
No.
Some animals, all animals are equal, but some are more equal than others.
Animal should be seen, not heard. Let's say that.
Literally.
Period.
And I was like, there is a darkness and that all I think adults can see. It's kind of like, I don't know, I'm sure there's some story or film that's adjacent to this where like the adults can see the truth but the kids are like under a spell. I think that's the experience of watching this.
Yeah.
Is that adults like my mum and stuff could see the darkness, and now as like a young adult I'm like proper bursting the bubble and I'm seeing this film for what it really is.
Whoa.
Like
That's huge.
Did Alec Baldwin ever actually meet the cat? I don't remember.
Yeah, when he's like can you sign my protest? Because he's like trying to distract
Yeah.
him to get the dog.
What?
You're not paying attention to the Cat in the Hat. This 80-minute movie.
And he does a bit at the door.
I do remember now. And the giant pen.
giant pen.
You should have
got-
said giant
and
pen.
he's got like the dreads and stuff.
yeah. It's a bit problematic.
Yeah. Also, there's that one joke in the doorway I feel like worth mentioning of just that guy called Kate. That's the punchline. Is that the man's
Yes.
name is called Kate?
Yeah.
That was funny.
I actually do think there's some golden comedy in the kitchen sequence is genuinely really
Loved
funny
it.
and well written. If it was written, if it was not just improv,
was
it
all
was
improvised.
genuinely so good.
Literally.
I think I had some really good laughs in this film. I don't know why it was so panned at the time.
That's the thing. It was
because it's creepy.
Everyone hated it. They were like, "This sucks." They gave like it won like so many like worst movie of the year awards.
Come
they
on.
created a worst child performance for Spencer Breslin.
What?
He was fine.
Literally, and he won. Then I think it was the Razzies, and then they like made it the Spencer Breslin Award, and like he won it like 3 years in a row.
Oh my
This
God.
12-year-old.
That is evil.
Is
the
he
Razzies
okay?
are
What's he
evil.
up to now?
He was married to Grace Tame. That
What?
lady.
What?
Yeah.
Kind
Wait, I
of
have some
incredible.
memory of this now.
And they got divorced like last year, but they were married for like almost 10 years.
so he was
Crazy.
living here, I
It's
assume.
wild.
I have no idea.
Must have been,
Must have.
right?
Could have walked
Unless
past
the
him many a
distance
time.
was
Yeah.
the issue. Yeah.
Oh no, he was fine. And Dakota Fanning, they were both really. I thought they were iconic. The shot of them in the window, I saw rewatched it. I was like, God, that's the stuff.
Yeah.
Just the two kids in the window as it rains. They're like, oh. And also a moment for a noteworthy moment. I thought, if I was brave enough to get scanned by the funometer, and it told me I was a control freak in front of my brother that I had beef with, and this new cat man,
Yeah.
I'd be pretty
I'd
humiliated.
be
Or
yeah.
even worse, a bedwetter.
I would have gone to bed and I wouldn't have partaken in any of the future adventures that they had because
you
that's.
two have fun.
Yeah.
I'd be like, oh yeah, I'll see how funny I am. Fine, go for it. Control freak.
The
I
bedwetter.
fear that would happen to me
Me
today.
too. Me too.
I'm like, I've not learnt my lessons.
No, I really feel for her.
I think I'd get the fun one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a lot of fun, you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah. I do love the bedwetter moment and then when he's like, can you tap it? And he's like, nope. Like, they got it right. Yeah.
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 It's a lot of, fast paced.
Stroke, 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 stroke.
It's basically like a Rick and Morty episode.
Haven't seen it.
Yeah, no,
Pickle
Oh.
Rick, I don't know.
Yeah. Unfortunately, like confession time. I fucking love Rick and Morty. Like,
Hey.
yeah, I know.
Well, let's wrap this
I
episode
do.
up.
Yeah. We don't need to go into it, but I'll say that. I don't need to be ashamed of the things that I love
No,
because incel men like them too.
Exactly.
The men ruined it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they did.
I'm
But
sure-
it is a Rick and Morty episode. It's just like crazy cookie stuff and wacky adventures and the twins, which are just normal people but crazy.
Thing one and
They
thing
kind
two.
of they're
Horrible.
They're kind of giving non-binary tea though. Like,
Yeah, they
one
are.
and
is
they
it
two.
valid? Who's
Them
to
one and them
say?
two.
Is the tea valid?
Exactly. Is their non-binary tea valid? That's
They actually creeped me the fuck out. And that's like nothing against the non-binary community. Like it's not because of that. It's like they scared the shit out of me because I was just kind of like, what are they?
Yeah,
And
because
not gender wise, just like they
are
weren't
you a
human.
girl or are you a boy?
they
Scary.
weren't human to me.
They're not. They had
Well,
like prosthesis and
yeah, and like the hair
I
and
think
the
they
voices.
also were gymnasts.
Yeah. So I think like they had the stunt people doing the gymnast doing like that.
Yeah.
And then they had the people be the face and then they had a different person do the voice. So it's all just like
I love the concept of like to make something creepy, you just make them really fast. Like
Yeah.
it is. Is that the same as like Michael Myers in Halloween? It's basically just like he's scary because he's just like kind of fast, and
I feel like he's slow.
well, I feel like he's Like he
he's
gets it. He
just
comes for
walking.
you. Yeah, but he comes for you. Like it's not like he's like
He catches up.
Oh, I'm doing powers and I'm fucking crazy. He's just like no, I'm just
I'm gonna
like
come and get you.
consistent speed.
An immovable force.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's like Donnie from the Wild Thornberries.
They remind me because they got the.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's very
Yeah.
that. And but then they flip and you can't like communicate with them, and they just like splat that purple goo off all of them.
I actually I feel sick even talking about it. Like just the whole thing was just not right. It's not right.
Those
I would have put them down.
Yeah, it's
literally.
It's also
Literally,
the,
they needed a gun. Give
God,
the kids
give
a
Dakota
gun.
Fanning a gun.
Yes.
She
Yes.
deserves it.
don't give thing one and
Bang,
thing two a
bang,
gun.
bang.
I wouldn't even give the brother a gun.
I feel
I think
that
Dakota Fanning
let's
would be
not give
very
Alec
discerning
Baldwin.
with her use of the gun.
yeah, and I think the cat would have.
Cat-
We know what. We
Yeah.
know what.
Yes. Thankfully, there were no weapons on set,
Yeah.
considering the cast.
Yes.
Alec Baldwin.
But I feel like it also really taps into a beautiful stress of a kid, which is that there's a big mess and your parents are going to find out. And
Yeah.
it's not like, and we killed someone or like, oh, like we're going to jail. It's just like we've made a mess in the living room when mum said not to.
That's
and that's
really
gonna
real.
really get us in trouble.
Yeah, and there's that moment before mum leaves to go back to work, and she's like, "Sometimes I wish you weren't my child," and it's played so beautifully.
Kelly Preston.
I think
She's
this,
so
like,
defeated. She's
yes,
just like, I'm just like a mum and I'm struggling.
and how she regrets it, and she almost goes back to apologize, but she doesn't. It's like, I think this is a really great kids movie because of that reason, where it taps into those like kid anxieties, and it's also this thing of like the kids are in the know of like
Yeah.
that the cat, the cat's doing all this stuff, and the adults like don't believe them, and Alec Baldwin's the villain because he wants to send away Spencer
military
Breslin to
school.
military school. Like it's really taps into that like kids know what's up.
Yeah, and like what adults know is it like gonna be the opinion that wins, and you're not gonna have any control, and you're gonna have to go to
Yes.
military school.
Yes.
And that no one will believe you. That the big cat man was there. Who also a moment for him getting hit. I can't remember what he got hit in, but he doesn't have a cock. So
Thank God.
we all know that he doesn't. So what has he been neutered?
He's tucked.
He's fully tucked.
Yeah.
yeah.
But because I really was like, it's one of those ones where like the adult humor is there and you're like, logistically, what is happening here? You've got like the energy of someone that has a cock and balls and you will play that for laughs, but like we can see.
So, my friend's cat actually sort of had some sort of like genital issue.
The trans cat.
Did you guys know
cat.
I've heard about your trans cat.
What?
Have you mentioned it before? Maybe this was someone else.
No, it wasn't me.
This cat right here?
Wait, because this is a trans cat. Yeah.
I feel like you've spoken about it before. Hey, I've done my listening.
Was that on the podcast, James?
I don't
James?
James.
remember.
I
have
think
no
it
idea.
was. I feel like this was in my private life. Someone told me about this.
You flash back, I was in the room. I was in every corner.
That's crazy.
Well,
Wait.
I feel like you two might have like
maybe we
because you're
both-
both from like out east. Are you? So
how did you know that?
I do my research.
Wait, what suburb?
I'm talking about the suburb I grew up in. It's
Come
east.
on.
East. No, it's like more near like Ringwood. Like big east.
Oh, okay. Right.
Past that.
Yeah,
Past
yeah,
that.
Yeah, I feel like they could be a mutual friend. And I mean, a trans cat, you only hear about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the cat had the surgery.
Yes, I've heard. Yes.
Yeah.
You must have spoken about this.
Whoa.
Did the cat have the
But
surgery?
James doesn't
I don't
remember.
remember. We talk. You know what? People love to come up to me and be like, "I loved when you said that." I'm like, God, I'd be talk, out of my brain. Don't think about it ever again.
That's good.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to look up the trans cat.
I'll tell this story
Yeah,
for
you
those
can
who don't
share it if
remember.
you want.
Well, no, I was just gonna mention that you wouldn't check the genitals of the cat,
Well, have you checked?
No, I haven't checked Charlie's genitals.
Like checked it wide.
It's kind of weird doing this in front of my cat, this whole thing. Well, because I don't look there, out of respect.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
I wonder if-
Anyway,
Yeah.
enough about the cat genitals.
Yeah. Anyway.
Gonna need to figure out
Where was Michael Myers?
Was the trans cat?
The trans
Yeah.
cat.
Who had the trans cat?
And I wonder where Mike Myers it's went. Like,
Well,
what was
I
he
think it
wearing
was
under the suit?
Well, apparently the suit was like they had like a full air conditioning ring inside of it to
gosh.
like keep him cool because it was
Yeah.
like so
that
much
would
of it
smell
was
crazy in there.
oh
Oh yeah.
it was like powered by like a generator. It was
Really?
yeah because
funny.
because so
He's
much
like
of
a
it was shot
transformer.
literally was shot
Fuck.
outside and it was just like they were like we need to keep him cool.
Because in the Dune movies, because they obviously had those suits and they're in the desert, they would pump ice water through. There was like
Love that.
things in the
the
suit
still
that they'd
suit,
pump
yeah.
water through
I love that.
to cool them down. Yeah, I thought that was a great idea. Should have done that.
Yeah.
Yeah, easier.
Well, I think the technology might have changed between the Cat in the Hat.
But an
2000.
air-conditioned suit is way more advanced than just pumping water through it.
I think it was quite laborious though.
What?
I
The
assume
air-conditioning
everything
suit with the
about this
generator
film
attached to
was.
it.
No, of course. I'm saying
Yeah.
water would have been easier.
Yeah. Oh, I thought you said the air conditioning would have been easier.
No,
Okay.
no.
Well, glad we covered that. I'm glad we got to the bottom of that.
I'd love to get the kids in a room now as adults and be like, like reunion style. What
Yeah,
the
what
fuck was up?
happened?
Get the entire casting. Get the twins. Get Mrs. Kwan. Get
Leave Alec at home.
Alec can chill.
Yeah.
And get everyone and have a big discussion about what it was like to be like to the kids. Were you scared?
Well, yeah.
Was he stinky?
Were you scared?
What, did he ever hit you? Like, what was that?
And who is Dr. Seuss? Like, do we know?
Theodore Seuss Giselle, I believe his
Are
name
you serious?
is. Yeah.
Is he a real? Is that like? That's not like his
pen name?
His pen name,
Well,
like
I think
Lemony
Seuss was his
Snicket?
middle name, and I think he just went with Dr. Seuss for like branding.
God, a rhyme is so comforting.
Oh,
Like it really
Oh,
is.
yeah.
When you watch it, you're like, oh, no, I'm safe.
yeah, exactly.
I'm safe in the rhyme.
I'm safe in this rhyme. Not in this film though.
No, but
Is
yeah.
Dr. Seuss an ethical person? Is he
I
dead?
I get the vibe that no.
No, apparently that was the gag. He like cheated on his like wife dying of cancer
Oh my
with
God.
his then current wife. Yeah, apparently he was not a nice man, but
He's
that's
not
right.
gay?
No. Were you thinking Dr. Seuss was gay?
Yeah. Are you kidding?
It's giving gay. Yeah.
yeah.
It's
One
giving
fish,
gay.
two fish, red fish, blue fish.
Fish.
Yeah. What else did he do?
The Lorax. The Lorax is queer.
Lorax.
Haven't
Yeah.
seen it.
Onceler.
Yeah.
Were you a big Dr. Seuss reader?
No.
Were you a big
I liked Rainbow Fish.
Yeah, rainbow fish, gorgeous.
queer narratives?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna ask you,
Go on.
what are your thoughts on Seussical?
Whoa. I have done Amazing Maisie before.
I thought you might have.
yeah. And I've never performed the show in any way, but I've done many numbers from it.
yeah.
On all the things you can think.
And for listeners who don't know what that is, I know what it is, obviously.
Yes.
But just for some
Seussical
listeners.
is the Dr. Seuss musical.
Okay.
And it's exactly what it says on the tin.
It's the Dr. Seuss musical. They've got all the different
Cat in the Hat.
Cat in the Hat's a narrator.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Big role.
Rosie O'Donnell played them on Broadway.
Them.
Well, I think the Cat in the Hat is a male, but I think when Rosie played it, there might have been some non-binary tea.
I think the Cat in the Hat it could be anyone.
Exactly.
That is beautiful.
Kind of similar to Beetlejuice.
Whoa.
Whoa.
We're
The
bringing
world's not ready for that.
we're bringing in the promo. Good.
But no, truly. Like like a slight hosty role that can kind of just
Yeah.
Cat in the Hat is
there's
a
a
bit
masculinity,
Yeah.
but there's also a femininity. We see
Exactly. With
look at the
his-
lashes.
The lashes,
Yeah.
and then when he has like the Carmen Miranda.
And we know that lashes means girl.
Exactly. Exactly.
Because wasn't Dr. Seuss still alive at the time that this
No,
came? Okay.
so he wasn't alive.
This killed
and
him.
then this movie, well, basically, this movie was so badly responded to. His widow and like executor of his estate was like, no more live action movies. Not while I'm alive.
Jeez.
Not while I'm alive.
So
And I
the
think,
Grinch must have been before this.
yeah, the Grinch was
The Grinch slayed.
Because it's
Yeah.
similar,
Yeah,
that's
similar
Grinch-esque.
vibes.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Grinch
Yeah.
much better.
And when did Dr. Seuss die?
That's a really good question.
And what was the cause of death?
I killed him.
It was like Mike Myers.
Yeah. No, I think he died because he was born in like the 1800s.
Jesus.
He's old as the hill.
Well,
Dr.
rest in
Seuss.
peace.
Okay, he was born in 1904.
That's
and he-
a while ago.
That's old.
He died in 1991. Wow.
Okay, he had a pretty good life then.
Yeah. His middle name was Seuss. There we go.
That's
So he
sweet.
never got to see the films.
God, he never got to see us talking about it now in 2025.
Exactly.
Horton Hears a Who. That's one of his,
Oh,
right?
that's wonderful. That's a
yeah,
wonderful.
Seussical.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a wonderful, wonderful film.
Do you have a favorite, like Dr. Seuss novel?
No.
Okay.
No, I didn't really read them.
I feel
We
like
don't
Too
read, do you?
long. Too long.
in my brain, like Dr. Seuss, like Enid Blyton, Roald Dahl, they're like kind of all in the same world.
Yeah.
I feel like
So there's
you go
another
from, like,
one.
You go from like Dr. Seuss start with
on the
like,
bottom
Yeah.
of the rung.
and then
Yeah.
Enid.
I was going to say Enid
Rolled
would
up.
be on top, actually.
I'm going to add Lemony Snicket on top of that.
You being a fan of Lemony Snicket, I'm shocked.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that one
And
was
is Lemony
big.
Snicket still alive?
Well,
Well,
that's a pen name.
Yeah.
Oh my God. So who is it?
I actually,
He's some guy.
it's Jude Law. In the movie, it's Jude Law. But
it?
tried to reread some of the Lemony Snicket books, and I was like, oh, like I remember when I read it when I was a kid, and I thought it was literally like the most profound, like best writing I've ever read. And then when I read it back as an adult, I was like, oh no, it's for kids, which is
Yeah.
not what I feel watching this. It is very like when I was a kid, I was like, this is for kids, and when I watched it back, I'm like, this is dark
Vulgar.
and scary. You see his butt.
Yeah.
I feel like that really shook me in the way that seeing Bart's penis in the Simpsons movie shook me.
Totally.
They're both
Now that was
Wait,
historic.
when do you see his butt?
when he's like pretending to be like the mechanic,
Oh yeah, and he has a
the
butt crack.
and he has
Yeah.
his fur like cuts in half and splits and rolls down like a pair of pants, and you see his butt crack.
Wait, so maybe he's not
That's
a cat.
horrible.
Maybe it's like a cat's
Which is like what it implies is so crazy.
yeah, so he's just a grown man in a cat suit.
Because he's from a different universe, canonically.
Yeah.
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 There's a lot in this that they do that thing of it's a bit Shrek in the way they're like, we'll throw some jokes in for the parents.
Oh, yes.
Like the car being called shit previously. We remember that.
Yeah, I mean
Can't
the
believe they got away
iconic
with
"You
that.
Dirty Hoe."
Yes.
Now
that was
did
scandalous.
numbers.
That was scandalous.
Yeah. It was such a. I mean, yeah, it's just such a wild film. It
think
looks great.
It's
Production design,
visually
down.
a treat.
Well,
Yeah.
the guy who directed it is pretty much just exclusively production design.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. I think he did Series of Unfortunate Events as well.
Wow.
I looked at. He did one of the Batmans. Let me get it up.
period.
Imagine that being your resume.
I mean, unmatched. Like,
This was written by the team who wrote something shocking. It was, I think, it may be An American Pie.
Yeah.
Oh no, it was Sacha Baron Cohen's The Dictator and Bruno.
Whoa.
So
Whoa, that all makes so much
yeah,
sense.
it's all coming quite together. Bo Welch. There we go. Oh, he was a production designer for Beetlejuice.
whoa.
my eyes shine light. I'm like,
Wait.
That's a
That's
gag.
crazy.
It's all connected. So you
I'm a
could,
degree of separation away from the king. I don't want
cat.
to call him the king.
so you could probably get in touch with Bo Welch.
Yeah.
I reckon.
Fuck. I've
You-
got to get some contacts, all talking, and see what I can do.
Set up a meeting.
Yeah.
Set up the reunion. The reunion app.
And you have to have the mail assistant with the chocolates at
Yes.
the reunion. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, I reckon.
I wish Mike Myers did more stuff. Like,
Well, it
I
was
mean, we've
He's
seen
done
the
enough.
Shrek 5
he's
teaser
done enough.
trailer.
Yeah. With Zendaya.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the possibly trans daughter.
I did hear about this.
Yeah.
Wait.
Amazing.
Because the
Oh,
daughter
yeah, the eye
in the
colour.
Shrek 4 had blue eyes, but Zendaya playing the daughter in this one has brown eyes.
But didn't they have like a million kids?
Does that mean they're trans?
well, because the son had brown eyes.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
Oh,
Well, she was born with blue eyes and now she was brown.
Yeah.
I thought that Shrek had like a million kids.
No, he had 3.
Okay.
It had
No, that was his dream, his night terror about becoming a father.
Oh, okay. Yep.
Because he wasn't ready.
Yep. I'm back.
Yeah,
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 yeah.
but he stepped up to the plate. Now he's a beautiful
the
dad.
dad who stepped up.
I mean, Mike Myers, one of our most significant artists, like of all time.
Well, yeah, because he did this and then he did like The Love Guru. And that essentially
Killed
like,
his career.
Killed his
Yeah.
career. Back to
Fair
back.
enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wonder if he has like if he has night terrors about this
experience,
or like
being in the suit,
being back in the suit.
trapped.
Because he hated it and he didn't want to do it, but he was like contractually obligated because he'd like signed something with Universal that they were going to do one of his characters from SNL as a movie, and then that fell apart. So they were like, well, we've got you for like a 2-picture deal, so you're doing the Cat in the Hat.
Oh
basically.
my god!
Oh my gosh, that's kind of the scariest thing.
So good on him for giving it his all.
And he gave it so much for someone that didn't want to do it.
Yeah.
Hated himself, hated his life probably.
Yeah.
I don't see any of that on screen.
He was having a fun
professional.
time.
Yeah.
I just hope he treated the children with kindness.
I reckon.
I've
I
always-
trust he did.
I've always been quite disturbed by Mrs. Kwan's sort of treatment in this. You know,
Right? It's
it's
like,
quite scary.
where's the respect for the elders?
Literally.
Yeah. It's
They put her in that little toboggan and she goes down the
that's
thing.
the worst
That was
part.
frightful.
When the water's coming out of her mouth.
Yeah, she's just like, when
I
they
wish
hang her
I
up
could
in the closet.
sleep like that though.
Yeah.
My God.
Tell me about it, babe. Yeah.
I'd be living a lot better life if I could sleep through all that. Let me tell you.
I feel like she also had really cool character design. I feel like she looks
Yep.
like a cartoon lady.
Yes.
Yeah, the glasses that like and like that first shot of her like through the
In the-
fisheye lens and she's like
Yes.
It's
Yeah.
so good.
That's a very famous shot.
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's some really, really iconic moments in this film. And I think if all of those iconic moments came from a true place of hatred, that gives
It's
me
fine.
hope.
Yeah.
Exactly. You can be a hater and be iconic.
And turn it.
Still make
Turn it.
amazing art.
Like,
Yeah.
literally.
Well, you know, they don't. I feel like I
don't hate like
I
they
don't
used
see.
in the world of love and light, let's bring
Exactly.
back this energy.
Bring
I mean, this is like they don't make like big studio kids films live action these days.
No,
right? I
it's all
can't think of
animated.
much that's like this anymore.
Yeah, what's
There's
like,
there'll be some original films like that one with Christoph Waltz. What was that? I saw ads for that everywhere.
What the fuck?
It was
Christoph
called like
Waltz?
The Portable Door or
oh,
something.
I actually
Do we
watched
know
the
this?
first few episodes of that.
Oh, I
Yeah.
thought it was a movie. And
Oh, maybe it is. I think I started watching it thinking it was episodes, and me and my friend like kept watching. We're like, we've been watching like
This
3
is long
episodes.
as
We were like,
hell.
this is a film. But yeah,
I remember being intrigued by that, just the phrase portable door.
the portable
Yeah,
door.
it makes you
It's
think.
kind of amazing.
You're like,
Portable
wait,
door.
what if I could do that?
What if I could move a door?
What if my door was portable?
Wait, is it a kids movie?
I think it's like
Or show. We don't know.
yeah.
Is it a
I think it's a
kids-
film.
Christoph
Okay.
Waltz just does anything these
Well,
days.
he got 2 Oscars. He's happy.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm good. I can play a Nazi or I can be in the portable door.
I can be moving some doors around.
It's one of the two.
Well, like Better Man could never.
What do you mean?
Whoa.
Like another film in which like the main person is like an animal human
Hybrid.
vibe.
I love that connection that you just made.
I was trying to think. I was
Without
like, there
the Cat in
has
the
to
Hat,
be.
there would be no Better Man.
Yeah,
Exactly.
that walk so Better Man could run.
Exactly.
I'm trying to think of other things where like there is a person.
Mike Myers should have been in Better Man, playing the monkey.
Whoa,
Whoa.
Wait.
whoa, that would have been there would have been too much darkness. He doesn't have the like boyish spirit that Robbie Williams does.
That's true.
He can play anything.
But
don't
I,
know.
think
It's
Mike.
you see it's
Bloody Mike.
It's like, what's that quote that someone said where they're like, you go to watch Meryl Streep do things because you're like intrigued by Meryl Streep.
Yeah.
Like, that's me with Mike Myers, I think.
The star persona is sort of.
Yeah, I want to see, like, you want to see Meryl Streep's thing. You want to see Mike Myers'
Juice.
hatred.
Mike
Yeah.
Myers is like the male Meryl Streep.
Okay, let's be a bit serious.
You're like, this
For a
isn't
minute.
funny.
He is. He could have played.
Did you see Amsterdam? He was in
I
that.
did.
God,
Who was he in
true.
Amsterdam?
That movie came and went from my brain very
I
quickly.
know. I remember thinking that I liked their friendship in
yeah,
Amsterdam.
the main 3.
Yeah.
I've only
Margot.
seen Taylor get pushed under the car.
I mean,
That's it.
That's
We'll
worth
stay in-
watching. It's just quite
I
thrilling.
mean,
Mike
my
Myers
twin
in-
Anya was in the film as
Yes,
well.
Mike
Andre
Myers-
Riseborough was in it, and I remember she was the best part.
Okay.
I think that was my Letterboxd review.
Thank you for updating us on
Yeah.
that. Mike Myers in Inglourious Bastards, we all remember.
I have not seen
Random. Random. No, I think Mike Myers could have played
He should have
the
actually-
Iron Lady. That performance, Meryl,
kind of like
is a Mike Myers
a
performance.
kind of like a John Travolta in a Hairspray moment.
that. Wait.
I think that-
That's what Meryl was giving in the movie.
I think
Like,
that Mike Myers has that potential, and I say has because I think he still does.
I think he's still got it. He should have got the cat suit out, go to fight it. He could have been Dr. Dillman in Wicked.
True.
Yeah.
Go to fight it.
Yeah. I'm not here for these CGI animals.
Yes.
I
do you
know.
mean, like,
I remember you saying in a previous ep. I agree with it. I dislike a CGI animal I hate them in ads. I hate them in ads.
Are they in a lot of ads?
So
What
many
ads are you
ads.
going to?
So many ads.
The dodo
the
bird.
dodos, the
Dodos are
meerkats,
extinct.
the fucking goat that sits on the thing singing about streaming.
Not too much on comparethemeerkat.com.au.
Yeah, sorry.
I think they can stay.
they're pretty good. I think I actually also do use them.
What do you compare the meerkatting?
Pardon?
Do you say you use that service?
Yeah.
For what?
Isn't it like budget?
I was like, you use compare the market,
Yeah,
not compare
yeah.
the meerkat.
No, yes.
Isn't Koshi doing ads for them? Is it?
Fuck you.
But I feel like CGI animals in ads.
You think real? They should be real. We should. Whip,
I just don't
we
think
should
they
whip
do
them.
what ads want them to do. They never, to me, make the ads charming or cute or funny. I'm just like, you clearly spent a lot of money on this fake animal with a goofy voice. Always with like, they give them like the craziest accents for what?
Compare the meerkat.
For what? What are you trying to evoke in me? I feel like I'm questioning like my racial prejudices every time I hear like a crazy accent on an animal. I'm like, what are you trying to make me feel?
Yeah.
I get that. Yeah, because when you see like a toilet paper ad with real puppies, you're like, oh,
Beautiful.
Yeah, it
Beautiful.
works, and you remember it.
When you see that the big one that I hate at the moment, this is what I have beef with at the
big
moment.
one
The
that I
goat
hate.
that sits on the mountain and he
Yep.
sings about streaming.
Yeah,
I don't watch TV.
Put
I
me
think
in a
that
room
might
with
be a
him.
Paramount ad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I reckon.
Damn.
Been watching Yellow Jackets, so.
Oh,
Yes.
Yeah.
Susical and Yellow Jackets mentioned.
Susical Yellow Jackets and Cat in the Hat.
Yeah.
I'm surprised they haven't done like an animated Cat in the Hat.
Oh no! Well, that's it. They're doing one. It's coming. 2026.
Stop everything.
What?
I believe it has
Same
an
year as
all.
Shrek.
I believe it has an all-star cast.
Oh my God, Mike Myers is
I
back.
feel like
Who?
Zendaya
This is actually
of
really
sorts.
exciting. Give us the
She's-
news. Give us the news.
Zendaya's going to be in Cat in the Hat and Shrek 5 in the same.
she's a busy woman.
She has the dream CV.
honestly Cat in the Hat.
I mean, if you're in those two, like you're set for life. That's the thing about Mike Myers.
And
It's
she's in
like
Dune. Like, leave some for the rest of us.
she got paid like 10 million or something just for challenges. I'm pretty sure, like ludicrous. But you know, she
She's
deserves
killing
it.
it. And she's in Euphoria. She was in Shake It Up.
Shake it up. What the hell is
Was that her Disney one?
Oh,
oh,
I don't know.
so sorry, guys.
With Bella Thorne.
Bill Hader as the cat,
Great cast.
Hell yeah.
That's
Yeah.
a great choice.
alongside Quinta Brunson, Bowen Yang, and
Do we
Paul-
know who they're playing?
Thing one, I think two.
Wait, Bowen Yang is going to play Thing 1 and Thing 2.
I can see that. Yes.
narrative.
Queer 1 and Queer
Yeah.
2.
That's so cute.
They have not released a full synopsis yet, but it's coming out in
Is it just those three casts?
some other cares. But
Okay. Because we
yeah.
need a big name in there. I
Bill
don't think
Hader.
Bill, I think
Well,
Bill.
Bill Hader.
he's not like a star.
Oh,
Oh.
Like
Okay.
no one's Bill Hader's not opening a movie.
Bill Hader-
you know?
he was in it, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was.
But it wasn't like Bill
Bill
Hader. And then all
Yeah.
the names and like Jessica Chastain was in that.
I think Bill Hader's a star.
I think Bill. I hope
You're
he has fun with it.
mental if you think that.
Bill Hader's
people
a star.
love Bill Hader.
Would you say Bill Hader is A-list?
he was in Barry?
No.
Yeah.
Girl.
That was his thing.
Yeah, but he's not a star.
You
would
obviously
say
haven't
he's
seen the
big.
Skeleton Twins. Hello.
I have.
It's a
Wow.
wonderful movie.
Wow.
Kristen Wiig is a star.
Kristen Wiig is
Period.
A-list, I would say.
Period. Put her as the cat.
Like Bill
wait.
Hader's not doing like celebrity endorsements.
But I think
like,
people know Bill Hader. And
no
they trust.
kids don't know Bill
Yeah,
Hader.
but kids
Don't
don't know
like,
Bill.
let me go see the new Bill Hader movie. They're like, let me go see the Cat in the Hat.
Okay, but even
I think the name recognition of the Cat in the Hat, an animated movie, and
me as an elevated child, I would have been like, but who's the star?
You're like, Mom, can we please go see Cat in the Hat? And she'd be like, do you even know who's playing the lead role? And you're like, yeah, Bill Hader.
loved his work on SNL.
Yeah.
Hello.
I was gonna say, if you could pick someone else to play Cat in the Hat to give us a Mike Myers level of character in any kind of tone that you wish.
Yep.
Just an interesting person
Yep.
that you put in.
I think Tom Cruise could be great.
Well, I know who
Yeah.
mine is.
Or Lady Gaga?
Mine's Benedict Cumberbatch.
Ooh, that's frightening.
I think it would be really scary, and potentially the only foil for Mike Myers' cat hat.
He certainly has a Dr. Seuss.
could be
Doesn't
like
he
the
play
evil-
the Grinch in... I feel like he
He
voices
voices
the Grinch.
the Grinch
Yes.
in the animated one.
See, now that's a star.
Not to be confused with Matthew Morrison doing the
Oh
Grinch.
my God, in the
He did a
Grinch musical
and it's
live.
just way too horny.
Oh,
Yeah.
It's
I'm
really
interested.
hard to find footage of it, but if you do,
I'm
I will
interested.
send it your way.
it's really upsetting.
Yeah, that was a time.
Isn't there like sort of a bit of
He's
cum in the original?
Sorry?
Isn't there a bit of how do you say cum?
What?
What?
I feel like in the original Grinch,
The Jim
there's
Carrey
sort
one?
of a
There's cum.
semen-esque sequence.
Is
Anyway, look it up.
What?
I'm like, I think that's
You know,
snow.
if you're driving, listen to this, pull over.
over.
Google the Grinch,
Grinch
cum.
cum. I'm gonna let's see what the Grinch cum.
Grinch
Yeah. If you Google that, the
Okay.
police like knock down your door immediately and shoot you in the head.
Oh my God.
Oh, I searched the Grinch cum, and the first thing that comes up is Pornhub.com, the Grinch porn videos. So I don't think we'll be.
Why would you do that? Why would you
you
make them
airplay
search
it?
that?
Yeah, there's a TikTok, the Grinch cum shot. Oh, I think it's a
Oh,
shot. You
is
need
it the-
vodka cream,
Grinch.
peppermint?
The Grinch cum shot.
Oh,
That is diabolical.
okay.
Wait, was I right?
I don't think so because there's.
Maybe that was just a dream
Oh,
I had.
there we go. That's the, he wants to make a shot.
As you were explaining, you realised it was
It's a shot.
That's not even the right green.
I know.
That's teal.
Okay, I'll the Grinch teal
Sorry.
shot. Okay, I'll look at that up later.
Yeah.
I'm glad we got.
Add it in the footnotes.
So you think, are you saying Benedict Cumberbatch live action?
I'm saying if they had to redo it now, I would like to see Benedict Cumberbatch as the Cat in the Hat.
Do you think he can commit to the quirkiness?
Yes.
Okay.
I absolutely.
saw
I
him-
have faith in him. Also, I have spoken to him.
About the Cat in the Hat?
No, I was like, I reached out and he's on board. No, I saw him one time. Random fun story. I was leaving a Comic-Con once and I saw him.
Sorry.
I was leaving a Comic-Con and I saw him getting into a car.
Oh my God.
And I yelled out to him as though he were a friend. And I said, Ben!
Did he turn?
He did. And he went and got into the car. And I was like, oh my
Oh
God.
my God.
That's Sherlock.
That's literally BBC Sherlock.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I love that you went for Ben. Like
I
you
know.
identified the nickname straight away.
I think that's
Like,
why he turned. Because he was like,
his friends must call
my
him
friend?
Ben, right?
Yeah,
my
yeah.
friend.
Yeah.
What?
And I think
So-
from that moment
so
I
you're
went,
in-
he'd be a good Grinch. Oh, I
in
mean,
the Hat.
he'd be a good Cat in the Hat. Sorry.
Well, you predicted him
he'd
playing
be a
the
good Grinch.
Grinch.
Done. He'd be a great Cat in the Hat next.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you've reached out.
Yeah. I reached out
talks.
in a
You're
way.
in touch
In a way, I
with
reached out.
Ben. And James, who would you cast?
Cheryl Lee Ralph.
Whoa.
I think
But
she could
I feel like the
bring-
performance would be very Cheryl Lee Ralph.
Exactly.
Well, I guess the
This is
performance
Mike
is very
Myers.
Mike already.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I would like to see her interpretation. I think she'd
sing-
bring a. Well, he sings in this.
Yeah.
This song's written by the people who wrote Hairspray.
What does he sing?
There's like the we're gonna have fun, then we're gonna clean up.
Oh.
up, up."
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the fun song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How'd they get Paris Hilton on?
That is the
That's
age-old
wild.
question.
I mean, she'll go to the opening of a can.
Thank you to the can.
I think. I don't think it'd be hard.
But I think if they sold it to us, like, we get to just be yourself and like look hot.
She
Yeah.
doesn't even have a line.
I think
No, she does.
Doesn't
She's
she
like,
say like can't like come over
love
and
your hat or something.
Yeah.
Like
Oh,
to that
Yeah,
effect.
Love Your Hat is inspired.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This was
One take wonder. They'd be like, we
Literally.
got it, girl. You can go rest off.
I remember as a kid being very disturbed by the
Paris
Alec
Hilton.
Baldwin purple sort of goo that he gets covered in.
that was made out of dyed chicken fat.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Because
Oh,
it's
God.
sticky and he
Yeah.
kind of.
I remember being really scared of that scene where he was like just where he
And he,
untucks
like,
his
took off
tummy.
the- oh.
The fake stomach in this is very weird.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think I think it scared me because it looked really fake
It's
to
very
me.
hard.
It looked, yeah, and I was like, I think that man is a little unwell. Like he's not digesting well.
Yeah, it's not
I
like a-
definitely read it as like that's a fake tummy and I'm scared of it. And I also just remember I used to have dreams about wearing fake tummies all the time, pregnancy tummies.
Okay,
and
Terry.
What's that new Amy Schumer movie?
well, yeah.
Oh, and I'm
That's
sure that
another
you've
thing that I got in contact about. And I have
You
dreams
reached
that I
out
wear
to-
breastplates as well. I had a dream one time that I was wearing a perfect replica of Dolly Parton's boobs on top of my own boobs.
That's actually so cool.
That's fierce.
I know, because I imagined having them. Anyway. Does he wear boobs in this?
He wears a bra,
Yes.
but I don't know if he wears boobs.
When does he wear a bra?
Again, when he's got the like
When he's got the bananas on the head.
Yeah.
Yes.
the tutti frutti hat.
Yep. The two for it. Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah.
And why do you think they got Sean Hayes to play the fish as well? I didn't quite get the connection.
Is it just that he has like a good voice?
Yeah.
I think his voice is pretty wonderful.
It's true.
He's got that gay guy voice that's not too whiny, but it like works for a fish. You know what I mean?
It's not too whiny, but it works for a fish.
yeah.
Okay.
I think
If I was casting the fish now, Ross Matthews.
Yep.
Hilarious.
Wait a minute. That is really good.
The hilarious Ross Matthews. Incredible. Inspired.
I feel like we should go through our rubric.
Yes. Okay.
Go for it.
So quality.
Quality.
That-
I think this movie is good.
yeah.
I think it's incredible. I think it pushes boundaries and makes you think.
Well, you know because this is another little tidbit because they filmed it on location. They painted the
On
houses.
location in
Cat in the Hatland, in Whoville or whatever the fuck. And they painted all the houses, and the neighborhood liked it so much. They're like, just keep it.
Love that.
Great. Love it because it was in like somewhere in like LA. Like, so they were like,
Oh.
do it, keep it, whatever.
So it might still be there.
Exactly. We're going. We'll all go together.
We're going.
Yeah, girls trip.
Does it slay?
I don't know.
Like- Yeah, I feel like the definition of slay doesn't quite
'Cause it's quite
capture what this
dorky.
is.
Yeah.
The cat certainly bends gender and
Yeah.
sexuality, tries to, but I just don't know if it slays, to be honest.
Yeah.
I think the mum slays.
Totally.
Yeah.
But-
yeah.
Apart
Yeah,
from that.
one mother does not a slay make. And I
Say that, sis.
Say that. One mother does not a slay make.
I think it takes bold swings, but that does not equal a slay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like when people think something that is just bad, they like, that's camp. I'm like, I think
Yes.
it's just bad.
Totally.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Totally.
Does it benefit the queer agenda?
Well,
Cats. Well,
there's
thing one
the-
and thing two, non-binary T.
There's the man named Kate.
Yes, of course.
Cat in the Hat, loves to get a bit wiggy.
Yes.
I think the cat definitely
Very queer-coded.
reads as like would have sex with anyone.
Totally.
Yeah.
Yes.
Pansexual.
Beautiful.
Fuck anything.
Yeah, beautiful. Kind of like, is that crazy? That feels crazy to be like, and that's gay. Like, and I'll have sex with anything. That's kind of gay. I don't know if it is.
No, yeah. No, he's
I
giving.
think he's just a little freak.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
giving the
Big
Grinch
freak.
cum shot.
Do you think the Cat in the Hat and the Grinch have like...
Absolutely. I think they're
Totally.
boyfriends.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
Wait, and then I think Christine Baranski from The Grinch and the mum
mother.
from this,
Girlfriends.
they're girlfriends.
Absolutely.
They said, let's make history.
Yeah. Yeah. Except I think that these two kids
Are very straight.
they would beat up Cindy Lou Who.
Oh, yeah.
Totally.
They would
Totally.
be wrenching that little girl around by the arm and being like, get to work.
They'd get the trunchbull hair, like with their
Yeah.
fucking pigtails. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And what's the next?
Sorry.
Did we even answer that? Or is it not, it's not a slay?
I think it does.
Oh, no, it
benefit
does.
the
Not a
queer
slay, but
agenda.
It
Yeah.
doesn't benefit.
I think it does.
Yeah.
I think it more does than doesn't.
Yeah.
Is it a classic?
I mean,
Well,
it's
yes.
endured all
It's
these
endured.
years.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's been reclaimed.
Whether you
some might
like it or
say.
not.
Yeah. Was I gagged? I think
Yeah, I think
multiple occasions of
Really?
gaggery.
Okay.
I think I'm gagged. Like I would think about like from the first watch. Was I
Yeah.
gagged as a child?
I definitely was
Yeah.
on that camera DVD.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I was gagged
It's
as a
certainly
child.
a spectacle, very well crafted.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It's like
The cat gags quite a few times in the film.
does.
Yeah, like the cooking
the
show.
furballs.
Yes, when
Yeah.
he cuts off his tail. That's funny.
We didn't even talk about that. That was
So
frightening.
dense.
Yeah.
It is a bit frightening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's bombastic.
A24 could do a remake real scary.
Ooh.
Like if they're
Or
doing
like those like Winnie the Pooh like horror movies that they do.
Yeah, are they
Yeah.
doing like is it true that like Barney is going to be an A24 like thriller?
Yes.
I mean, come on, that's I'm saying it's like A24 is watching. I'm like, yeah, guys, come on,
A24.
They
you
are.
want this?
And
you want
Benedict
this?
Cumberbatch is watching it. Your
and
friend.
my friend Ben, Ben, you got some connections.
we've given him some really great ideas.
Yeah.
This episode. We've
it
given
up, guys.
Hollywood a lot of
Pick it up.
ideas. Yeah. Well, I think it's getting through the gate.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I didn't think this really would.
the heaven where this exists.
Yeah.
That's the one
it's
I'm
kind of-
going to.
I feel like the town behind, it's beautiful. That's kind of what our gatekeeping town.
It's kind of the
Yeah.
good place.
There
It
the-
is good place.
I love that.
There should have been a crossover where he just walks through the background and they're like, oh, this is the same neighborhood you didn't know.
I do
Yeah.
love that scene where he has to pretend to be the pinata. We didn't mention that, but that's
Yeah,
a
when,
great
when
scene.
he got hit with no penis.
Yes.
That's what we were
When he
talking
got
about.
hit, no penis.
Okay,
Yeah.
yes, when he got hit, no penis. And there's that kid in it, that famous kid.
The famous kid that always plays like a little bully.
Yes.
Yeah.
With the big cheeks.
And the cat nearly kills him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that.
Oh,
So
yeah.
many just jokes.
Well, it does kind of, like, it is crazy that this, I actually forgot that I had it written down. It reads almost like a RuPaul's Drag Race acting challenge. Just tonally,
Yeah.
the jokes are like that level of like, you've got to deliver them like that or else they're not gonna read well.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
it's kind of crazy that this, what year was this?
2003.
This existed before like the acting challenges that we have now.
They were heavily influenced by
I think this was Rue's kind of, what's her?
the Puss in the Hat.
Yeah, Rue was watching this and went,
The unauthorized
I have an
musical.
idea. I have an idea for
Yep.
something.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
The blueprint.
The cat print. The paw print,
paw
if you
print.
will.
Nice. Well,
Not to be confused
this
with the
was-
pink print.
This was an amazing chat.
It's the dead eyes. This was an amazing chat.
Yeah, I'm like on that
Lots
joke.
to think about. You're like,
Time to wrap up. This was such a gift. Thank you for bringing us this topic.
thank you for letting me talk absolute nonsense about a movie that is so important to me and also
I think important to many people.
Yeah. Community.
I think it was important to people whether they knew it or not. And we had to flesh it out for them
Yes.
so that they understood exactly why.
Yep.
There's so much that people are going to get from not only this, but revisiting. It's
Yep.
a beautiful piece of film.
And I'm sure when people go and see you in Beetlejuice,
They're going to see the influence.
yes,
Yeah.
they'll see a lot of Cat in the Hat in your performance.
My Lydia's like, oh yeah. That'd
It
be
would be a big
crazy.
choice,
Literally.
but it could really
Hey.
pay off. Think about it.
I will. I don't think I'll stop thinking about that. That's crazy.
Day one, just show
I'll just
up.
try it out in the rehearsal room.
Yeah, you need to take this to Eddie and be like, this is my inspiration
Yeah.
for everything.
My character inspired the moment. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like obviously there's like, Nancy from The Craft, Wednesday Addams,
the Cat in the Hat.
The Cat in the Hat. So yeah,
Some real deep
it's on my
character work.
Pinterest boards. My Lydia Pinterest board is just different characters that the cat was. Like in like the one with the dreads, there's the
Yeah.
one in the kitchen, there's the one with the banana hat.
Yeah.
And I'm
The
just
dreads
like,
one.
well, these are kind of my inspires for Lydia. Actors on actors, that's what I talk about.
It's you and Mike Myers.
Yes.
The gag.
And Ben can be there too.
Yes.
Beautiful.
Well, thank you so much
Thank you.
again.
Where can people follow you?
Oh, you can follow my Insta at Karis Oka. You can find my TikTok if you really want to.
And they can find you on stage.
and
the
yeah, on
Regent
stage at the
Theatre.
Regent Theatre. We open in May. Come see
And we
Beetlejuice
can't
the
wait.
Musical.
Well,
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank
and,
you.
Thank you. Make sure
you.
you subscribe to our Patreon,
Yes.
bonus episodes.
Buy tickets to Sam's show,
Yes.
Sam McGowan Can't Sleep,
Comedy
at
Festival
the Comedy
show,
Festival.
come
It's
to
also in
that.
Adelaide if you're in Adelaide.
Thank you.
Thank you. I don't have anything to promote, so bye.
Bye.